When one stands wholly within their power, fully knowing of themselves, then that one need nothing to change in order for them to fulfill their life. So I'm just going to use a really simple example, and it's of a specific word, and that word is understanding, or understand. And I've seen a lot of people use the word innerstand instead of understand, because the idea there is that you're standing under something, some rule, something outside of yourself. So you rather inner stand, and then that's your inner being expressed. I like that. That's nice. However, so the premise here is that when one is fully within their own power and knowing and understanding of themselves, then they don't need to change anything, not even the spelling of a word. So it was through the teachings of the masters in Bertie Spalding's book, The Life and Teaching of the Masters of the Far East, that I came to a different definition of that specific word, one which resonates with me greatly, and then further led me to the idea that we need not change anything when we come into our full knowing and our full power. And it's this, that understand is more so what concepts are under you that you're standing on. What ideas do you stand on? What ideas are underneath you that you are then exposing, expressing, and representing to the entirety of the universe? So first, it's the ideas and the concepts that we clarify and define within ourselves, and then express, rather than needing to change anything externally. Does that make sense? I really hope it does, and I hope I've expressed it in such a way that is clear. Anyhow, I just want to say as well, I can never talk about it enough, and that is the book, The Life and Teaching of the Masters of the Far East, because it just is so easy, it's so wonderful, it's so clear. Actually, I just want to tell you a quick story. Yesterday I was out, I had to go to the shops, and walked down the street, and I knew I was going to be passing by Roland's house. I've heard from our neighbour Betty that Roland is the man who curates these absolutely exquisite roses in his front garden, which I've passed by, and when I do pass by, of course, I stop for the beauty, the pleasantries, to just, yeah, you get it. Anyway, so I did just that yesterday. I was walking, I was so excited to reach his place, and there I was, sniffing his roses as the garage door started to open. So I thought, great, I get to meet Roland. And what ensued was so beautiful, so beautiful. Immediately he saw me, and he's like, he says, he grabs his clippers and he says, let me cut you some. It was so lovely. And so he did give me half a dozen roses plus a vase to put them in, which I picked up on my way back. We left them on the porch because he was also going out. But what I wish to share with you is this. And this goes right back to the Master's teachings and what it has taught me. And that's that. So he asked me, I was saying to him, gosh, let me make you some food. Let me do something. And, you know, I'm thinking really quickly. And I said, I make the best apple chutney. I'm going to bring you my apple chutney. And he's just like, no. He's so lovely, so lovely. And then, I mean, he's quite advanced in his years. He asked me to guess his age. And I said, oh gosh, we're not playing that game, are we? Because for me, it really doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's beautiful. He's all I see is light in him. All I see is light. All I see is God in him. And actually, that's where the conversation went next. You know, he said he had a big health issue, and you know, with the grace of God, and you know, that sort of conversation. So he says to me, you know, picking up on the thread of let me do something for you. He said, just speak to Jesus. And I said, I did just this morning. I walked with Jesus and Mary and one other, and I get you, I know. And then he says to me, what denomination are you? And I say, well, I belong to God. Straight, direct. And then he proceeded to tell me what denomination he belonged to, and which was nice. And I said, well, I'm just like you, you know. And he said, what do you mean by that? And I said, well, I just belong to God, to love, to all that is. And he just smiled to himself. It was so lovely. It was so lovely. It was so beautiful. And so yeah, what I want to say is, for the person who is sort of in the closet about God, that you don't get to, there's no one that you get to speak to about your faith in a God that's not tied to any religion, who's in the closet about it. I was for a long time. It was very sort of secretive, and because the word God has such a bad rap, and I mean, incredibly, it is the highest vibratory word in existence, and we use it in anyways. That is a very different conversation, but one that I will share, perhaps on the Patreon page, because I don't know if I'm willing to share that publicly at this stage. Anyways, so to you who's, you know, sort of in the closet about God, I highly recommend tuning into the teachings of the Masters from the book, The Life and Teaching of the Masters of the Far East by Bertie Spalding. I mean, this morning I sat and I'm rereading volume 1. There's a video about that. Anyways, so I read, I was going to record chapter 4, but I didn't have enough space on my phone. So so I decided I'll just read it. It's not a long chapter. I'll just read it for myself, because that I do. Anyways, I do the recording, and then I'll read for myself. And even if I had wanted to record, if I had the space, it was, I cried through it. I wept. I just want you to know, you who doesn't resonate with any religion, that you don't need a middleman. You don't. You never did. None of us do. And really, the temple of God is your body, within which God, who is not an old guy with a great beard who sits in a place called heaven on a throne and, you know, with a wand in his hand or anything. God is a space between you and I right now. God is the feeling that's in your heart right now as this message resonates with you. The sunrise. No, actually, not the sunrise. There is no such thing. It's the earth bowing to our great sun that we see. And it's a beautiful show. It's a beautiful orchestra, beautiful melody, beautiful everything. So that's what God is. Undefinable. Everything. Anyways, just some quick morning thoughts. As usual, I love you with all my heart, and I wish you such an extraordinary day. Onwards and upwards we go. God bless you.